Hi, friends. Today we have my Metallica 72 Seasons song tier list. So let's just go ahead and get started into the video, and we're going to see where these songs rank. Stay until the end. I'll give you my whole album impressions and my favorite song. Alright, so my tier list goes as follows. S standing for legendary. These are epic tracks that will stand the test of time. Creeping Death. Blacken, the Four Horsemen, okay? Like, put them against anything. You're going to put them in the top 100 songs of all time. Because, like, Master of Puppets, come on now. Legendary. You know what S tier is. A's are bangers. A's are really great songs. An A for Metallica is any other band's best song they've ever made. The best song they've ever came up with in the history of that band, okay? That's how good a Metallica A is. Now, a B, these are noise. Like, B's are like, okay, yeah, that was good. That was good, yeah, but it's not that great. It's not that wow moment. It was just like, yeah, that was really enjoyable. I'll listen to that again, okay? But I'm not going to like, oh, I got to hear that song. I got to put it on right now. C's, and I do not like this word, meh. I don't know who made it. I don't even like it. That's kind of what C's are. It's just like, meh, I don't know. It's not hot or cold, so I spit it out of my mouth. Oh. D's, that's no bueno. That's not good. Those are not good songs. Not by Metallica standards, and maybe not by other people's standards either. And F's are absolute failures. They're just failures. It shouldn't have been on that album. Not at all. Nobody's going to enjoy that. So I don't know. Do we have any of those on here? Stick around. So we're going to just go ahead and go in order. So I'm thinking 72 Seasons right off the bat. And I did some homework on this, okay? First of all, and I'm not kidding, I have paper to prove it. When I first listened to the album, I wrote down my impressions initially. Intro, verses, chorus, breakdown, solo, the whole bit, okay? And I thought through A to F, just like this, through them. My initial impressions weren't that good. I don't know why. This album has this weird tendency to not hit you off the bat. It's like it resides in you for a while. 72 Seasons, though, I kind of felt that. I kind of felt that instantly. When I listened to that song, I said, oh yeah, this is good. This is a really good song. So 72 Seasons, honestly, I think is a banger. This is a banger. This is a good song. The intro, it's just too long. Chop it down, okay? Why bring it back up again? Why'd you do that for the solo in a different key? I don't know. Chop that down too. But the parts in it, bang, 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 bang. It's banging all over. I just don't know if I can elevate it to legendary status. Maybe if it was more concise, that might have, but I'm not quite sure if it was like the trigger catchiness that a legendary song would have. But it was definitely a banger. All right, Shadows Follow was one of those ones where the first time I listened to it, I felt some things were good, and I don't know. I didn't really have a very good first impression, but then the more I listened to it, I go, yeah, yeah, yeah. And it's just like, I don't know, fine wine or something like that. It just keeps getting better with age. And so I've kept upgrading this. It was like it started as a C tier song for me. But the more I listen to it, the more I like it. And there's a lot of good parts. I think there's just a couple parts like, I'm sorry, Kirk, your solo in it. It's only because James' riff is so good. That riff that he's lying under or laying under the solo, and it, I don't know, and then I feel like it makes Kirk have to do more, and not that one. So I'm gonna give Shadows Follow, and honestly, it bangs, dude. It bangs. The more I listen to it, it just bangs. It's really good. Now, Screaming Suicide. This is one of those songs. Some people love it, and some people hate it. I don't like it at all. I don't like it at all. It's not really good. As far as the music goes, because I had some comments that were talking about the meaning of the song, and I'm like, well, shoot, that's really deep and awesome. I mean, yes, and I get that. For me, music is art, and art is subjective. Everybody has their own opinions, and so my opinion is my own taste, what clicks with me, and so this song just didn't click with me. Not because of the message, because of the music. I just thought it was uninteresting. So, um, I'm sorry, Screaming Suicides. It's no bueno. It's no bueno. I gotta do it. It's no bueno. Sleep My Life Away. Now that one, it had the banger intro, right? The blah, 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 blah. That's awesome. I'm glad they let Robert do some more stuff because that's pretty cool. It had really good parts. I think it was overall just like nice, nice, nice. Like when I was listening to it, and I've been listening to these songs like over and over and over and over again for like the last 2 weeks straight. Like the only music I'm listening to is Metallica 72 Seasons. And I'm never like not having a good time in that song, but it's also never just like, yeah, here we go. Like, I don't know. It doesn't get my gears going. But I do know it's doing a good job. So I'm going to go ahead and give it a noise. It's pretty nice. You'll enjoy it. I think most people should enjoy that song, but it's not maybe the favorite. Now, You Must Burn. This one was another one where right off the bat, I guess like the vocals, not the ability, because he's actually doing a really good job in this song with the gurgly, whatever, you could hear him. He's really kind of getting down in there. But it's like, I don't know, maybe the melody of it or something. It just wasn't catching me at first. But then the more, not even I listened to it, it was like when I'd listen to it and then I wouldn't, and I would think about it. And I'd be thinking about that song, and I'd be thinking about the verse and how it goes into the chorus, and I'm like, and I'm just remembering it. And so it just catches you. It just kept catching me. So like You Must Burn, honestly, the weakest parts of that song to me were the verses and the chorus, simply because the chorus is like a deflated balloon. I was expecting You Must Burn, exclamation mark. Like he was going to scream it or something, or burn, you must burn, or I don't know, but then you must burn, and it just kind of fades out until the last You Must Burn, and then he's screaming it, and then he's like, burn, burn the whole time, and it's awesome. And so that's kind of where the chorus let me down, but overall the chorus is pretty good, and overall the verses are pretty good. So the instrumental parts, though, those are S tier, okay? Like the instrumental with the duels and stuff, that's legendary stuff. So it has some legendary parts. Most of it's pretty good. The more I listen to it, I'm like, okay, I get where he's going here. And it's really heavy, dude. It's a heavy song. It's clearly like the sad but true Dream No More of the album. In that concept, it does a pretty good job. So I'm going to say You Must Burn. It kind of bangs, dude. It bangs. And when I say banger, that means I keep coming back to these songs. I keep going, I got to hear that again. That's a banger. All right, now Lux Æterna, first one that came off the rip. This song, this is amazing. Like, this song is just really good in every aspect. I don't think it fails at anything. In my list, it has all A's, except for the intro has an S. Because, like, it's ripping, dude. That intro is like, if you're wearing headphones, full blast, and he's doing the intro, it feels like I'm going through a shredder. You know what I mean? Like, he's like, it's pretty intense. I like that. And the song's short and sweet. They get to the part, they get out of them parts. I don't know, man. Lux Æterna, that's doing pretty good. The only thing holding it back is, like, I don't know, memorability or something. Like, there's not, like, that legendary part. It just bangs from start to finish. So Lux Æterna is a banger. It's a banger. It's just not legendary. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to be like 10 years from now, like, oh, throw on Lux Æterna again. Like, I don't know. All right, Crown of Barbed Wire. This song, I hope you've watched the music video without me, or you've watched my reaction to the music video. Hopefully that one's more entertaining, but like this, it just leaves a really bad taste in my mouth. This music video was so bad, but it was really good for the song. I think if you liked that song, you would be like, oh, this music video, it just connects to it. It's just so deep. And the Crown of Barbed Wire, dude, it's just, whoa, and the cycle of revenge or whatever. Dude, I don't know, okay? You probably would like this song. There's probably people out there that like this song. For me, this song is no bueno, dude. This is no bueno. This is no bueno. That is not a good song, dude. I don't like the verses. I don't like the chorus. I don't like most of the instrumental parts, the solo, nothing, dude. I don't know. It just doesn't get me. I don't like the melody or the rhythms or I don't know. It just does not get me. It does not get me. There's one redeeming part. It's the outro. The outro sounds pretty cool. Ding, ding, ding. And plus, now I'm looking at the Titan from the music video, and he's like crushing everything. Okay, that was pretty sweet, and it sounds pretty cool. It sounds pretty like big, legendary sort of something. So the outro, pretty good, but everything before that, no bueno. Get it out of here. Now, Chasing Light is a tough one because Chasing Light has the best chorus on the album. I think personally, dude. I heard that chorus and I'm just like, it's like, you ever got punched like in the chest really hard and it just takes your breath away. It's just like a overwhelming pressure. That's what that chorus did for me the first time I heard it. I was just like, whoa, whoa. That was like, you wait for those moments when you put on that new album from whatever favorite band you got, and you're like, man, I just want one of them whoas. Chasing Light's chorus, I thought, kind of did that for me. But as far as the rest of the song goes, there's not like a lot of parts to me that are really sticky or stand out. But that chorus is so good, dude. I almost listened to the song just for the chorus because the chorus is so good. And it's a long song, too, so just to listen to the chorus is pretty intense. But that's how good that chorus is. So, the chorus, yeah, that's an S-tier chorus. But most of the song is kind of meh to me. So I'm gonna give it it's noise because you gotta hear that chorus. Like you're going to come back to that song because you're like, man, I just gotta get that chorus again. And maybe I'll start liking the other parts eventually, but right now it's only the chorus. If Darkness Had a Sun, this one's a tough one because half the song is not good. Half the song is not very good. Half the song is very good. How do you do that? How do you intertwine that? The intro is good, right? It's like this big legendary stadium intro. They're going to be opening some stadium show with that, and everybody's going to be like, hi, hi, hi. Like, pretty cool, pretty legendary. But that jungle riff that he does, whoa, dude. Whoa. Whoa. I almost want to listen to the song just for that, dude. That one riff, and then they bring it back for the outro. But the verses and the chorus, no. No. Absolutely not. The chorus is just cringe. It's ultra cringe. I don't enjoy it. I'll get through it just so I can get back to that part. But no, it don't do it for me, man. Darkness Had a Sun. I'm going to have to meh it. I got to see it. No, I don't got to see it. I want to put it in a box and not really see it, but I'll pull it out eventually. Every now and then I go, ooh, Darkness Had a Sun, and then I put it back. All right, now Too Far Gone. Too Far Gone is good, dude. It is good. It's like good from start to finish. It's just always good. There's one part in it that's in particular amazing. That would be the instrumental part, right, where they get all, guitar-y and stuff. That's amazing. That's awesome. That's legendary. The rest of the song doesn't elevate to legendary, I think, but I never think it's ever dipping below banging. It's always banging. Too Far Gone, not too far gone from a banger, because it is one, for sure. All right, Room of Mirrors was one of those ones that grew on me too. My initial impression wasn't very strongly of it, but I enjoyed it. But what I kept coming back to was the verse, this catchy verse, dude, that's like, it just feels like you're riding. Like, dude, I want to hop on a camel and I want to go into the desert. I want to be riding while having this song in my headphones. Like, dude, it's just that really, I don't know, just driving beat. Dun-dun, 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 dun-dun. It's like Helpless, but inverted and weirdly twisted around. It's cool. Like, it's that driving rhythmic beat. And so that verse is really good. And I think I watched the lyric video, and it was just like, sometimes that's what also elevates a song is when you really can connect the lyrics to the music and how it is and all that stuff. It's like it adds a dimension to it. Like people are trying to tell me for the other songs, but this one, it really did. I saw that and it was just like, it added a layer to it. And I'm like, dang, Room of Mirrors, dude. Room of Mirrors, that's pretty solid. And so, honestly, Room of Mirrors bangs. It bangs. It's a really good song. All right, the final song, Inamorata, the legendary last song. Now, honestly, I did have kind of a really high expectation because I'm thinking last song on a Metallica album, it's 12 minutes long. Like, oh man, this is going to be I don't know, dude. I didn't even know what to expect. I'm just like, here we go. I tried to go into it with open eyes. My initial impression wasn't very strong of it because it just felt like it was like I don't remember any of it. I get to the end of the song and I'm like, wait, what happened? Like, I don't know. It's a good and a bad thing. It doesn't feel like a 12-minute song. You're listening to it, and the next thing you know, you wake up and it's like you're 9 minutes in. You still got 3 minutes left of song. And it doesn't feel like you've been there the whole time. That's what this song does to me. Every time I hear it, it's like I'm watching a movie or something, and the next thing I know, I'm like, oh man, it's been 10 minutes. Where have I been? Where am I? Like, what's going on? And so that I don't know why this song does that to me. It's like I enjoy it. It's good, but it just I don't know. I can barely remember it. Now I know there's the parts with the like the where he does the guitar stuff, and that's pretty sweet. Those parts are cool, but it is a 12-minute song. Do I want to listen to a 12-minute song for a couple cool parts? Probably not. But it is an enjoyable 12-minute song. There's no doubt about that. And if you're into these like really long, crazy, progressive, epic, legendary, well then, I mean, Immigrant, this thing's right down your alley. So, Immigrata, I'm going to have to say is good, but for me, because this is personal preference, it's not your tier list, it's my tier list, right? And I'm not sure. So, to me, it's a meh. It has really good parts, but I don't know if I could just elevate it beyond that. It's enjoyable. Now, as far as the entire album overall, this album is weird. It's like your initial impression is different after 3 days, after 7 days, after 2 weeks. I've been listening to it for 2 weeks nonstop, and it keeps evolving. Certain things get better, certain things I'm like, no, that is actually worse than I remember it being. But the thing is, most of it is getting better. And for sure, when I talk about these top six, 72 Seasons, Shadows Follow, You Must Burn, Lux Eterna, Too Far Gone, and Room of Mirrors, those are really good songs. I think you need to kind of dig into them, peel back a layer or two, but then those are, I think, should be universally enjoyed by Metallica fans all across the world. Now, when it gets below that, these bottom six, so I would say there's a top six and there's a bottom six, and there's not really an in between. Um, for me, because when I say the top six, I'm like, I keep going back, put them in the playlist. I want to listen to them again and again. The bottom six, I'm like, I'll run into them. I'll shuffle them. They'll get shuffled into my playlist, but no, I don't really go out of my way to hear them. And they have good parts. I don't think there's a bad song at all on this album where it's just like, this is failure, as you noted. There's no F's here. But it's just overall, some of them just don't strike as hard as other ones. But the craziest part about this is if you go on anybody's YouTube channel or you go on any of the Metallica official videos, go into the comments. Everybody has a favorite song on this album. I know there's millions of people, or at least thousands of people, that like Crown of Barbed Wire is their favorite song. I was talking to a guy that it was like very enjoyable for him. He was like, dude, that's one of my favorites. I'm like, oh, really? Interesting. Like, I don't know. No bueno for me, your favorite? That's pretty crazy. But a lot of these songs are like that. I'm sure a bunch of you out there are like screaming suicide. Dude, that is top tier. Maybe for you. Art is subjective and everybody kind of has a different interpretation of it. So my interpretation is mostly positive. 6 out of the 12 are bangers, and another 2 are pretty nice. 2 are man. 2 didn't do it for me. 2 are no bueno. I need to take those out. If the album didn't have those 2 songs, it'd be a much better album. But overall, I'm going to give it a strong 8 out of 10. I thoroughly enjoyed this album after a little bit of steeping. Like with your tea, you can't just drink the tea right off the bat. And you can't drink Metallica off the bat either. You need to let it sit for a minute. You should listen to it, let it sit. Think about it. Come back. All right, let me listen to it again. And that's kind of how Metallica works, to be honest. Now, that's these days. Back in the day, I tell you, the first time I heard Blackened, it was like I almost had a seizure. I mean, that's what the Master of Puppets, the first. That's just how it was. But these days, it's because it's so intricate and complicated, and it's like dynamic in a way where it seems two-dimensional and then it ends up four-dimensional, dude. I don't know how James does it. It's pretty crazy. But this album is good. It is good. Listen to it a couple times if you haven't, but if you have, I think at this point you know. This is an enjoyable album. As far as my favorite song goes, it's really hard to narrow it down to just one. My initial thought is like there's four that I'm intertwined that would be my favorite. I could probably narrow it down to two. That's where it gets really hard between Shadows Follow and Room of Mirrors. I think those are the most intriguing for me. They just have these dynamics and these things that are so catchy that just keep you coming back to those songs. Because at first I was thinking 72 Seasons was my favorite. And then Lux Eterna, you know, is like probably the best song in the album. I think that's undisputed that it is the best song on the album, but it's not like the most intriguing, captivating thing that I need to keep coming back for. And so if I had to pick one, like because you're absolutely making me or you'll leave a dislike on this video, then I'm probably going to have to choose Room of Mirrors because that verse is just so catchy. I'm getting on a camel. I'm going through the desert. It's going to be awesome. Give me more of that verse. Give me more stuff like that. Room of Mirrors, 2 thumbs up. That's my favorite song. So thank you for watching my Metallica 72 Seasons tier list. If you've stuck around this long to the end of the video, I appreciate you and your time. And man, that is just wonderful. And just know that you made my heart so happy. So thank you so much. See you next time.